Please. Check, check, check. 1, 2. We're just doing a quick audio check right now. Check 1, 2. Yeah, you might not be able to get access to the whole chord strat. So you might sit in that chair facing this here. Yeah. Check 1, 2. Check 1, 2. Quick audio check before we get to our rope climb.
Hello, hello. Audio check 1, 2, 3. Ryan Stratus here alongside Chris DeGangi.
All right, sounds good. We'll be starting up in just a little bit, everybody. Quick audio check. Test, test, test. All right. See you guys in just a little bit. right, everybody, and welcome to Bucket of Chalk, the 4th installment, and we are here at the edge for the final stage, stage 4. It is going to be a 70-foot rope climb as fast as these athletes can do it. You climb it the fastest, you win. I'm Chris DeGangi, joined by
Ryan Stratus, folks. How's it going? Glad to be here. Once again, we're rounding out this competition at the edge. Once again, we were here last year. It was an amazing competition. They had 3 different structures to climb last time, but this one's going to be just like American Ninja Warrior. We're going only up the rope. So let's see who's going to be the fastest out of these athletes today.
And so we are going to get things started with the women today, and I'm going to head down to the floor, make sure they are ready to go. But Strat, I leave them with you.
All right. Hey, everybody. I got it from here. So thanks, Mr. DeGangi. He's heading out to the floor just to make sure we are all set. All the athletes are harnessed up and ready to go. We've got 6 male athletes and then 5 women athletes leading the charge. Going to be trying to get all the way up to the top of the rope. You can see a couple different tape marks. That is for the point system. They've got 3 points they can grab. If they make it all the way to the top, then that's going to be 3 points, but they got to do it under 30 seconds. And first athlete getting ready to climb on up. Kaden Lebsack going to be making sure that rope doesn't get tangled up as they climb up on that belay line.
Ready? Austin, you're ready? Sure. Now? Yeah. Ready?
Rocking the shades. Emily Keener on the way. Fire launches her start up that rope. The red tape marks that you can see indicate the point divisions. Climbing, higher you go on these ropes, heavier the base of the rope gets, and it's harder to get that good foot wrap. Going with the pinch tech here. Only a few seconds remain, trying to get to that red tape mark. That's okay, not going to get it in the time limit, but still going as fast as we can to get there. And that's going to be time for Emily Keener. Happy about that, coming on down. They're all trying to get fastest time on the rope to determine who's going to be first place, and then the grand champion is going to be determined by the results of all the different stages. So we'll talk about that as we get closer to it. Coming up next, getting ready to get harnessed up, clipped in, get this show back on the road.
Yeah, top 5 throughout the weekend. Now here on the rope climb.
Top 5 out of 170 athletes total. Man, what a crazy weekend. Porter Fanat ready to go, lining up right here. Climbing that rope, that tall. Very rare opportunity. And here we go, Porter on her way. Starting things off with that pinch tech. Pass that first point pretty quick, keeping a good rhythm. Just got a good, consistent motion here. Going with 2 hand grabs and a foot pull every time. 10 seconds remain.
Yeah, pretty good. Come on, Porter, keep going. Great pace to this point.
Oh, just a few seconds left again. It's going to be close. Don't think we're going to get it in 30, but we'll be able to keep on pushing through to the tape mark. That's going to do it for Porter, coming on down.
So Strat, I'm sure you already told the chat the rules, but I was out on the floor. Can you fill me in?
Sure. They've got 30 seconds to try to get for as high as they can on that rope. The second tape mark is the point for the women, and if they don't make it under that 30-second mark, they won't get that extra point that will go towards the total of grand champion score, but they're trying to climb as fast as they can to see who's going to be first at the end of the day. So even if they pass that 30-second mark, it's going to be who went the furthest the fastest. Here we go. Addie Herman trying to chalk up one more time. Kind of a tough spot for Addie being the last runner on stage 3. The really strong run getting deep onto stage 3.
Pretty quick turnaround here for Addie.
Yeah, it's not even maybe a 30-40 minute rest potentially. Good leg wrap here, going with that J hook. Pushing that rope out to the side and just keeping a good rhythm here. 15 seconds remain, not showing any signs of slowing down. 10 seconds, plenty of time. She keeps on climbing, getting a little hung up there, but with time to spare, there it is, 24 seconds or so. To that point, we'll have to see what the official time is, but I want to say that was right around 24 seconds.
Yeah, that was really fast. I think I can pull it up here on Ninja Master. Let me take a look, Strat, see if I can get you an answer.
Yeah, that was just great technique, utilizing that the J hook, pushing the rope out, using that foot to step down onto the rope on the opposite leg.
Yeah, 22.89.
Ooh, okay. We had a tough time to beat. Great performance there from Addie Herman.
2 athletes to go. Violet Capo and Taylor Green coming up.
Not too many places where you can set up a 70-foot rope to climb. Here we go. Violet also going with that J step. As I get higher up that rope gets tighter for 2 reasons. Not only is it heavier, Kaden's down there trying to manage the sway so they're not getting tangled up with that belay line, which Violet is out climbing that belay by a good amount, but coming up on short time here. She's going to keep on digging through. Just a few seconds remain. It's going to be just out of reach, I think. She's slowing up here at the top. Not quite going to get it under 30. It's still good attempt from Violet.
Yeah, 33.86.
Floating on down. Those harnesses tend to get in the way sometimes when you're climbing, so I don't know if that played into a factor. If you're not used to climbing a rope with that much equipment on, it can really throw off your game. So it's just, you got extra stuff kind of flopping around, trying to keep a good rhythm. So unless you really train that, it's kind of an important thing to be prepared for. But up now, we got Taylor Green.
Ready?
And here we go. Unofficial time down the bottom of your screen. Taylor climbing up. Using that J-hook, little foot slip there.
Right now, Addie in first with 22.89. That's what Taylor's looking for.
Giving it a good attempt here. Getting a little hung up here. She's getting close. Might get it under 30. Not going to be able to catch Addie, but still climbing. We're wanting to try to get as fast as we can to that point. And there it is, Taylor Green. To the top. Coming on down.
Looks like 34. 34.37.
Getting unclipped and ready for that next athlete to come up. I've only had the honor of climbing stage 4 as a tester. Haven't quite made it yet.
That's more than me. So that is going to do it for the women. Addie Herman fastest up the rope, 22.89.
Impressive.
Very impressive.
Dude, especially after having such a strong run on stage 3 and not much of a turnaround to be able to fly up the rope like that. Great work. Looks like we got Jake McClintock ready to go. Really great stuff out of Jake this weekend, man. Making it all the way to stage 4. One of the youngest athlete in this squad right now.
Yeah, he really crushed it this weekend. Can't say enough about his performance throughout stage 1, 2, and 3. Really showed us something on stage 3.
He's gotten some big pulls here so far at the start of things, using that outward pressure, climbing up. Got some athletes up there cheering him on. Max up there with the time. Jake still climbing, 30 seconds. They got to try to get to the bell that's up a little further. You can see it dangling there at the corner of that platform. Few seconds remaining. Unofficial time in the bottom right. Jake still going. Reaching for it. Not sure what the official time's going to be, but almost slaps the bell into orbit. Great job, Jake McClintock.
Yeah, you know, after such a long weekend, after stage 3, these athletes have got to be feeling it at this point, especially when they get to the top of that rope. How much do they have in the tank? So we will see. Hans Hertz going to be up next.
Hans Hertz, no stranger to stage 4, making it in. Making it into stage 4, his rookie season. And going to be working his way up this rope here, rocking the tank top. Sun's out, guns out. Let's go, Hans. And with that J-hook. He was just shy of getting up the tower for 30 seconds. But, oh, no, we're seeing the twist here. This is what we want to try to avoid. Don't see it in the camera frame, but I'm sure Kaden's trying to straighten out for it. Less than 10 seconds to go. Hans pulling up, trying to get there. Is going to be a little short, I think. I'm not sure what the official time is. It'll be close. He got it.
29.1, it looks like it. 29.13, the official time.
Nice job, Hans. Yeah, making it to stage 4 as a rookie on American Ninja Warrior. Now making it to stage 4 here at the bucket. There's 3 A&W stage 4 veterans here in this pack. Josiah climbing it and back in season 14. Let's see what we got. Reigning defending champion here, looking to claim that title once again. Took home the BOC Championship last year. Looking to do it once more, and he's got some big pulls here. Stepping up, using that height to his advantage. Look how much slack is in that belay line.
He is cruising right now, Strat. He is absolutely moving.
Insane.
The defending champion right now. He is at the buzzer. Hit it.
Reach out to it. There it is. It's got to be like a 24, 22.
He's going for more.
Oh, he wants to finish out.
Oh, he's getting tangled up with the bell.
Dude, don't get caught up by that belay line, brother. He's just trying to get some extra training in while he's at it. Why not? Why not?
Looks like the bell got caught up with him.
Well, that's why, I guess. So, okay, now he's able to get out, thankfully. And we just got...
Hopefully the bell is unharmed. 22.57. Unreal.
Get out of town.
22.57. Extremely fast from Josiah Pipel.
Dude, he's just cruising up there, man. He must be putting in that work. Ready to face that stage 4 tower once again later down the line. Nice job, Josiah. Yeah, that's the only downside to having that auto belay. These fast, man, you're so fast on the rope, you beat the auto belay and run the risk of getting tangled. Matt Bradley going all arms for now.
Yeah, he's going to start all arms. We saw Vance Walker do this on American Ninja Warrior.
Yeah, kind of get a little speed up, and then always going with the front pinch. Going to risk the shin skin as he's climbing up, pushing forwards. That pinch tech right there. Brutal, but my goodness, he is cruising up.
Yeah, he is moving right now. Let's see if he can get to the bell. Our clock is unofficial.
There it is, and he wants to climb up the rest of the way as well. Get that extra training.
You're all the way up there. Why not just get to the top, you know?
Ooh-wee.
Oof.
And it coming down. I'm pretty sure that skin's going to be eating up on those calves and shins. 26.8.
26.8, not quite. Going to catch Josiah. Two runners to go. Jackson Erdos. Strong performance on stage 3.
Let's see what you got, Jackson. Getting all hooked up, making sure we're good to go. Kaden checking the rope. Austin Gray helping out, making sure he's hooked in. Thumbs up.
Ready?
Standing by. And we're off. Just going for kind of a big scoop there with the rope. Kind of had a little bit too much slack there to get a good first purchase, but he's going to keep on fighting, switching the tech up from that J-hook to the pinch tech. Trying to keep the arms in play, feet helping with each pull. He is totally letting go with both hands at the same time, trusting legs entirely, and gets the bell. Let's see what the time winds up being.
Yeah, we'll see. Time should reset on the bottom of your screen there to what the actual time is. Let's give it a second.
Talk about having skin in the game. You know he's going to be eaten up by that harness as well. I think just that first step that he tried to take up the rope didn't pan out for him quite like he wanted.
Looks like it's going to be 28.7 for Mr. Jackson. No, 27.2, sorry.
7.2, still a great time, making it under that 30-second mark, claiming those 3-point total. Got to get under 30 seconds in order to take all 3 points there off of the rope for this stage.
And now on to our final competitor, Noah Muner. Our final climber. Will he be able to pass Josiah Papel at 22.57?
Oh,
Incredibly fast time.
Oh, we're going to have a repeat, a stage 4 repeat of season 7. Jeff climbing first, then getting beaten by Isaac. Season 15, Kingdom Ninja climbing first, making it finally, then getting beat by a second by Vance Walker. What's it going to be? Is Noah Muner going to be the one to take the prize away from Mr. Papel? Only time will tell. Quick little bottle flip off to the side. Noah's ready to rock and roll. Almost getting the stage 3 clear. How much does he have left in the tank? Didn't even look like he was, coming off of the any loss of energy off of stage 3, but getting a little tangled at the start of his rope.
Yeah, rotating just a little bit. He's okay though. Fixes it.
He's trying to go a little more smoothly and less of a panicked pace, and keeping control now. Slow and smooth and steady.
Looks pretty fast to me, Strat. Don't know if it's going to be enough to catch Josiah. Our clock is unofficial, though.
It's going to be close, I think.
It's going to be really close. Let's wait for the time to come in.
I just think it might have been that first foot lock that caused him to spin out a little bit. 25.5, so not quite there. I think that first little twist around at the start might have just thrown him off enough to slow him down. But, yeah, once he got into a good rhythm, he was really cruising.
Still enough for second place there on the rope climb. And so that is going to do it for Bucket of Chalk. The mic's ready for our awards.
All right.
I'll leave you with Mr. Stratus.
Hey, guys and girls. Y'all go ahead and chime in on the chat. I'll be hanging out with you. So got any questions for me, feel free. Start shooting them my way. Let me pull up the YouTube chat here.
Too loud.
Is it cool if I wrap this in this?
No, I'm gonna grab it and
Stage 3, you'll go see Adam. They'll get you harnessed up. We got all kinds of giveaways to do. And then the after party pie. That's what when? Where? Why? Top of the sky track. What time? Whenever. There you hear it. Okay. So if you want to participate.
All right, folks.
Get over here and see Adam.
They're setting up for the awards. Got the chat pulled up. Anyone wants to chime in? Feel free.
I'm not gonna win.
Where are you guys doing prize money and stuff like that? In front of the banner. ETA?
Huh?
ETA on prizes?
About to be 4. You want to say like 4:10?
What time is it now?
About to be 4.
Let me see
Depends
if
on how much
prizes are
time
ready.
they're ready. Prizes are ready.
And checks?
Yeah.
Or we just gonna write those after?
Sounds like everything's going to be good to go here in just a bit. Here out of the edge.
All right, Bryce, we're going to pull some athletes and do some interviews. Okay. So just try to keep like.
Got a question in the chat. Who was the youngest competitor? I know we had some, I think, 10-year-olds out on the course. And at least here on stage 4, Jake McClintock.
Oh, that's cool.
Definitely the youngest.
Huh? Yeah, I'll bring it to you. Yeah.
Yeah, they go, I think, as young as 10 here at the Bucket of Chalk. Yeah, this was a great weekend.
No, let me know if I can pull you for an interview at some point.
Alright, I look kind of goofy right now. Maybe I'll go put a shirt on.
All right.
Looks like the Ganges almost ready. Gonna try to grab some athletes for interviews.
Addie,
See
can
if
I
Money
pull
wants
your
to chat.
hand for a second? Is that okay? Okay. Bryce, you tell me. Is this good? Okay. All right, everybody. We are standing by with Addie Herman, who just completed the rope climb. Addie, how'd you feel?
I felt really good on the rope. I don't know. I missed like 1 foot. Besides that, I think I gave it just my max effort and did the best I could.
So tell me, like, the turnaround between stage 3, because you literally, like, almost just came off stage 3. You drove over here, probably had, what, 20, 25 minutes? Like, what was that like, having to go right into the rope climb?
It was kind of crazy. It was a super fast turnaround, but honestly, I was so frustrated from my stage 3 miss that I think it just kind of like fueled the fire for the rope. So I was really just focused on doing my actual max effort, and so that's what I tried to do. So turnaround was rough, but I made the most of it.
Well, I didn't want to bring it up, but since you brought it up, I'm going to ask. Just tell me a little bit about that stage 3 miss.
Yeah, so stage 3, I felt super, super good through the whole thing. I was feeling powerful, so I was excited to get to the rock holds. I shook out, and I was feeling like fresh, like I was good to go. I reached up, and I don't think I should have reached with my right hand. I know that now, but it was just a miss I didn't see coming at all, so it was just a really frustrating run to come off of, knowing that I didn't pump out completely. It wasn't like everything that I had, so I guess it was just more frustrating than anything.
Yeah, that makes sense, but honestly, you're so fun to watch. We love watching you compete. Everyone at home in the audience, like, everyone loves watching you compete. So where are we going to see you next?
Ooh, let's see. Next, I'm going to I'll be at Rock Solid NSC, so I'll be there. Super
All right,
excited.
awesome. Well, thank you so much. We really appreciate watching you compete and you giving your best. And congratulations on a great weekend.
Thank you so much. I appreciate you guys.
Thanks, Addie. Appreciate it. Thanks, Bryce.
That just seems like
Are we talking like Hey, Strat. How was that? Okay, I'm gonna do a couple more. They got like 10 minutes. Okay, cool.
I know.
Some other questions in the chat.
Yeah.
Yep. I think Porter was youngest in the females division.
Porter!
I think that's
Okay,
who's going to
you
be
can
interviewed
take a
right now.
second.
Potentially. See
Grab
Octo
Porter
Pro.
after she's done. What's up, Nate? You want to do an interview?
I'll do anything.
Like, do you want to lead the interview or do you want to be the interviewee?
What if I interviewed you?
Interviewed me?
Yeah. If you pull my shirt down.
Yeah, I got you. All right, come here, Noah.
All right, down to the floor with Mr. DeGangi.
All right, we're going to do Porter after Noah. Yeah, no worries. Ready, Bryce? All right, everybody, I'm standing by with Noah Muner, who just completed the rope climb, 25 seconds. Noah, tell me a little bit about the rope.
Going into it, I knew that if Jackson and I both got under 30 seconds, that I would be the grand champ. And a lot of people were getting under 30, so I was pretty confident in that. So I just kind of wanted to try for first place. I wasn't there. Could have probably tried a little harder, focused on my technique more, but we had a good time.
So wait, we don't know. I don't think anybody knows back home in terms of the grand champ. Do you know right now?
Yeah, I am grand champ.
You won?
Yep.
Dude,
Grand champ.
first of all, congratulations.
Thank you.
All right, let's go. So tell me a little bit. Yeah, I guess it was a little hard to follow for us, like in terms of who was going to be the grand champ. So tell me about the strategy about that going into it.
Yeah, so a lot of times going into a course, it's just about that course and trying to clear that course. This comp, it's a little different. It's about your points overall for everything. You saw some people skip an obstacle on stage 2 to get that extra point. That's the strategy.
Right.
This one, I was not able to get that obstacle. I had enough time to attempt it, but I was able to get extra points than other people on stage 3, which was put me ahead on this one. So it was really between just Jackson and me coming down to it.
Dang, dude. Well, that's awesome. Your stage 3 was, you looked so calm, cool, collected on it. Everything seemed like it went according to plan. Can you just tell me a little bit about your stage 3?
Second time at Bucket of Chalk, making it to the last obstacle on stage 3. Really want to try and clear one of these days, but they don't make the courses easy. I've always thought of myself as a stage 3 athlete. That's kind of my best stage. It always has been. So I had a fun time. It was good.
Dude, well, honestly, you're such a fun athlete to watch, and I know a lot of our kids at Big Time and probably a lot of other gyms around the country. Just give me like one little tidbit, like training advice, information. Like, give me what are the secrets of Noah Muner?
Work hard, try and push harder, as hard as you can. Just max yourself out in terms of training.
Dude, definitely appreciate it, and always appreciate taking the time to talk to us. Definitely. So, hey, congratulations,
Thank
grand champ.
you.
Let's freaking
Yeah,
go.
good
That's
comp.
awesome.
See you later.
Thanks,
you.
man. All right, do you want to grab Porter real quick?
And then
That's great to hear from Noah. Grand champion. Another interview coming up. Porter Fanat.
All right, we are standing by with Porter. Porter, this has been a big issue on Ninja Sport Network, okay? I have to ask you, the first thing I have to ask, you got to pronounce your last name for us all, because we always get it wrong, and we apologize. So in the mic, could you please tell us your last name?
Fanat, so silent G.
Fanat, the G is silent. We've been getting it right lately, but I know in the beginning, early stages, we've gotten it wrong a lot. So first of all, let me apologize that we've gotten it wrong. But awesome weekend here. Tell me a little bit about competing in all 4 stages. It's a long weekend. How you feeling?
Good. It's definitely scary and nervous at first, but then once you get into it, it's just exciting.
Yeah, and surrounded by so many other of the strong women that you're competing with, what's it like to just be in this group competing on stage 4?
It feels great because I've always looked up to these people, and now that I'm competing with them, it's great.
Yeah, honestly, your performance all weekend throughout, it just seems like you executed everywhere that you wanted to execute. Is there anywhere looking back during the weekend that you look back and you're like, I wish I had this one?
Stage 1 was definitely not my best. I got tangled up in the rope for that boardwalk thingy, and then the diamond dash, I just missed my hands. So that one, I was a little upset, but yeah, everything else was great.
Everything else was pretty great. So making it all the way to the rope climb, tell me a little bit about the rope climb, the mental going into it. It's really high up there. You got to really get up there. Have you done this rope before? Because I know you're local here, and tell me about that.
Yeah, well, I train it every Tuesday for about 2 months now, so I'm getting used to it, and it's just it's scary, but it's fun.
Yeah. That's awesome. Well, Porter, awesome weekend. We appreciate you so much taking the time. Is there anything, I asked Noah this, give me your little training secret for anyone watching at home who's going to go into this week and start training for bucket or any other comps. What's Porter's training secret?
Practice a lot of stuff and try and get it first try, because in courses you don't get to practice beforehand, so try and get stuff first try every time and practice stuff that you're not good at.
Well, Porter, we loved watching you at the NSC Youth, loved watching you this weekend, and thank you for taking the time to talk to us. Yeah, thanks, Porter.
Great to hear from Porter. One of the younger athletes making it to stage 4. Getting close to finishing up the awards, podium, and all that jazz. Once that's all said and done, bring y'all the awards ceremony.
Yes, let's go. I know I'm not Ethan, who's our usual
Awesome stuff out here at the edge.
interviewee, but
Once we wrap up the stream, I'm going to be hiking up some of these steps, man. They got a mini Manitou incline over there. Should be able to get a good view of the landscape. Didn't get any chances to go hiking this time around in Colorado. Usually my favorite thing to do is hit the hiking trails, especially now in the fall weather. Got leaves popping, changing color.
Hey, Taylor.
And I'll be doing that back home in Greenville here in just a bit. Takes a little longer for those leaves to change down south, east coast.
I know it's like, oh, okay.
I don't hate it. It's fine.
All right.
And to the floor with DeGangi and Taylor Green.
All right, we're pulling another athlete, Taylor Green. Taylor, first of all, it was a little confusing for us in terms of how people placed at the end in terms of the grand champion and stuff like that. Do you know where you fell?
Second, I'm pretty sure.
Second?
Yeah.
Okay. Tell me a little bit about the rope climb, and it's high. Have you done it before?
I did it last year, and then I've only really trained it once since then, and because I honestly really don't like doing it because it's awful. It takes so much energy, but I'm actually happy with how I did, like better than last year for sure.
Yeah, and then talk to me a little bit about your stage 3 because, man, from the minute you started on the goldfish to the very end, like you just looked so smooth, so in control. Catching that lightsaber, everything just seemed like it went according to plan, and it looked very, very good. So tell me a little bit about your stage 3.
Yeah, so I mean, with stage 1 and 2, they didn't exactly go how I wanted, and I wasn't super happy with them, and that's kind of how it's been for the last couple months for some reason. And so like last night, I was like, tomorrow I'm gonna make it good, and I'm gonna make it so I'm proud of myself, and that's what I did. I made sure that I was happy with it.
Yeah. Well, ninja is like such a brutal, demanding sport, especially not just physically, but emotionally, because it's not like other sports where you make a mistake and then you can just like fix it later in the game. I've certainly known that for a long time. And tell me a little bit, especially for like younger athletes that are training at home, like you've done so well, so consistently for so long. And tell me a little bit about that, like how you ride the wave and like, how you kind of keep pushing forward past like the bad performances and the good performances, because it's ninja. That's how it is.
Absolutely, it's just all about mindset. It goes up and down, and I think it's gotten harder to keep a positive mindset as I've gotten older. And I was at this point when I was younger, when I was at the top and I was so far ahead of everybody, but now they're all catching up, and I have to train and work so much harder and have that drive. And so I think it's just keeping in mind like why you're doing it and why you love it, and then just staying with it.
Yeah, I mean, like you said, like you were very dominant for a long time, and there is like people catching up and everything. But one thing I do love about watching you, and especially you and Emily together, it's like it just seems like you're having so much fun out there. Like at the NSC Championship last year, like you were the first person to give Emily a hug, and like just tell me a little bit about the girls that you're around, and Addie and Emily and all these girls. Like it's just so fun watching you guys together.
Absolutely, it's all about the friendships and the connections you make in the sport, and less about like, yeah, you're competing against these people, but you want them to do well, and you have to want to do well for yourself for yeah.
Well, it's so fun watching you compete. We always enjoy it. Where are we going to see you next?
The Grip NSN.
Yes, let's go. 2 weeks. 2 weeks. Shameless self-promotion. 2 weeks, the Grip. Well, Taylor, thank you so much. We really appreciate it.
Thank you.
Thank you for doing that.
Well, some great words of wisdom there from Taylor, talking about the emotional and mental game of the sport of ninja. Not having those repeat attempts in some areas of the sport, and very brutal. Younger athletes, trying to first get into the sport can be a little intimidating. But you know what? Pick yourself up, dust yourself off, and keep on trying. That's the name of the game. Questions in the chat was that, it was Josiah who climbed the rope the fastest, so got first place there. But overall champion, grand champion, it's going to be Noah Munir, because it's a total point system over the 4 stages. Yo.
Hey, Strat. How's it going? How am I doing with interviews? Okay. So just keep it going? All right. Cool.
Ganji's going to go grab some more interviews if
Can I grab you
possible.
for an interview or no? You can say no. You don't like to do interviews. Okay, you don't mind? I always feel bad asking people, but you don't mind?
No, I don't. Chris, I think this course is fairly lifted.
Yeah, I'd say so. Chris, I don't know if you really answered this.
Well, it's like,
Yeah,
do you know if this goes towards NSN standings?
It does,
The writing is pretty.
See these guys just hanging out, goofing off. That's usually the best part of these competitions is the aftermath. Once all the pressure and the nerves are done with competing, now it's just it's hangout time.
Well, I think in the past he's done stage 1, stage 2, stage 3, each separately. Since they're very different.
I think stage 4 should be counted the highest.
What are they doing? They're gonna dislocate their shoulders and elbows doing a high five so hard. What are they?
That's true. That's true. I'm gonna talk to Kevin though. Okay, so. Is this good, Bryce?
And Kevin Rodriguez.
All right, we're back with another athlete, Kevin Rodriguez. Kevin, I gotta ask because we were freaking out in the live stream. Stage 2, you were the first one to pull the backwards move on the rodeo ropes. Tell me about the strategy and how you felt about it.
So basically, I was thinking that starting off backwards would help me because then after I spun around, I would be able to go forwards and then possibly link out of it. And I actually set them perfectly, and I was able to link out of them.
And then you told me earlier about the fact that the hook was higher. And so tell me a little bit about that.
Yeah, so the circle thing on the box that we would lâcher to, the second one's higher, or like the technically first lâcher is higher. So going backwards, you're able to spot it a little better doing the coffin method rather than coffining or going backwards on the second transfer.
Yeah, and then so talk to me a little bit about just like in general, when you go into comps, like as you're warming up, as you're getting ready, like how much strategizing are you doing, and at what point is it during the walkthrough, or is it like right before your run? Are you looking at things? Like, tell me a little bit about the strategy.
So I do a lot of strategizing during the walkthroughs beforehand, like if there's like a video that comes out beforehand, and afterwards I do a lot of strategizing, just like on the obstacles, what I can skip, like what I know is within my capabilities, what I can like skip or do more efficient. And I normally know what moves I can hit, and I'm like pretty confident with them, and I always like send them in most of the time, get them. But yeah, I do a lot of strategizing.
Tell me a little bit about the glasses. Okay, we haven't seen you compete in glasses before. This is a hot button topic. Are we gonna see more of it or less of it?
Hopefully less of it, because this trip I just forgot to bring extra pair of contacts. But I used to compete with my glasses when I was younger, so it was not super like.
It wasn't distracting.
Yeah, it wasn't that distracting.
Yeah. Well, dude, it's been super fun, especially I feel like going back to last year at NSC, just watching like the rise of Kevin Rodriguez. It's been really awesome, and it just feels like every single comp we see out, you're just getting better and better and better. And I know you train at Vitality, and you got Jordan Thurston as a coach. You got Addie and Noah and the Woodses and a bunch of athletes there at Vitality. Tell me a little bit about the training crew and the training that's going into this upcoming season of NSC.
Yeah, so the reason why I was able to get so like good and see that like increase by each comp is just because of like our little community. We're able to like support each other super well. Like we push each other to the limit. Even throughout the comps, you'll see me like screaming at all of my teammates, especially like Noah, because like I'm pushing them not just like in training but like in comp. Like it's super supportive. And then the training that we go through is pretty intense. We don't train for that long, but the time that we do train, it is very intense. We push it to the max.
Yeah, dude. Well, it's awesome. I always tell my kids, you're one of the examples that I point to. I'm like, hey, if you want to train, like, if you want to work hard, like, look at these groups around the country. And I always bring up Vitality because you guys have such a strong crew, and you guys are always fun to watch. And you got the grand champ, I guess. I mean, there's some pride in that you pushed him. Like, you know, maybe next year it's you. But yeah, seriously, it's always fun watching you compete. So thank you so much.
Thank you.
Thanks, Kevin. Thank you. Dude, I always tell my kids, I'm like, dude, you got all these guys, like Noah, Kevin Rodriguez, Addie, they all train together.
All right, we're getting close, folks. Great little conversations there with all the athletes. So much action was happening this weekend. It was hard to keep up with these side interviews, which we like to try to do from time to time to really highlight these athletes, to learn their mentality, learn their training methods. Everybody's got their own flavor, their own style of training. And it just goes to show having a good, strong team, good, strong foundation really helps out in the long run. So we're getting close. As DeGanji's wandering around looking for his next interview.
You can say no if you don't like doing this. We're talking to people. You sure? Okay, cool. All right, come here. Just super short, like a couple questions. So we'll just stand here, and you can just talk to me. You don't have to like look at the camera or whatever. Just. All right, we're pulling another athlete, Jake McClintock. I'm getting the name right. Ryan Stratus always gets your name wrong. He always says McClintlock, but your dad corrected him, so we're good there. Jake, dude, awesome job this weekend. Stage 4, getting the rope climb. Tell me a little bit about how you felt on the rope.
I felt pretty good on the rope, a little iffy going into it. Harness was pretty tight around my neck, but yeah, I'm happy with how I did.
Have you done this rope climb before?
Yeah, I've done it not that well, but I've definitely done it a few times before.
Yeah. And then, dude, your stage 3, you were just such an early runner, and then you just hung in the leaderboard for so long. You were one of the few athletes that actually pushed past the hang climb. Tell me a little bit about your stage 3 run.
Yeah, that was a lot of fun. I kind of had to figure out a lot of stuff on the fly, but I've always really liked climbing, and I do it all the time, so I felt pretty at home on that one.
Yeah, as soon as you got that heel hook on the last board, I was like, okay, he's done
pretty close though.
Dude, so youngest competitor here on stage 4, intimidating at all, or?
Yeah, pretty intimidating. I was just more happy I got here. I'm not too much of a rope athlete, but yeah, it was a ton of fun. So.
Yeah. What's your home gym?
Ninja Intensity.
Okay.
Yeah.
So tell me, like, did the home gym advantage kind of play in, or was the comp pretty like? They really put together a lot of new stuff that really pushed you to limit.
Yeah, I think it played in for a good factor when it comes to like altitude and stuff, but obstacle-wise, Kaden and Max keep everything a secret from us. Like, we can't figure out anything. We always try, but it never works. Yeah.
Dude, awesome. Well, Hans Hertz also made it to stage 4.
Yeah, probably like at least like 6 times a week. Yeah, we're always together pushing each other, so it's a bunch of fun.
That's awesome. Well, I know altitude's certainly an advantage, but tell me a little bit else about your training methods and like what do you think is like the biggest advice you could give somebody trying to get to stage 4 at next year's bucket?
I just say stay consistent, like work a bunch of different variety. You definitely don't want to stick to your strengths all the time, and yeah, just have fun.
Well, dude, I appreciate it. Congratulations on an awesome weekend. Getting to stage 4 is no small feat, especially on that stage 3. So congratulations on a great weekend, man.
Thank you. I appreciate it.
Thanks, Jake.
Oh, Mr. DeGanji, throwing me onto the bus there. It is true. I have misspoken his name many a time, old Jake McClintock. But now, hopefully never again. Get it wrong in the future. I will be, I'll never hear the end of it, that's for sure.
5 minutes.
5 more minutes? Okay. I'm just going to keep asking. It's all right.
Just so you can get, well, I gotta know the transfer.
Looks like Chris, again, still looking for that next interview. We definitely want to get everything set for that awards ceremony. All the prizes and the raffle tickets are going to be read out to see who wins the raffle. Going to be coming up in a bit.
You're going to want to interview after this class. Oh, yeah? Yeah, bro. What are you doing, this one? Yeah. Which one? What route? Or any goes each? 2 goes where you kind of see if you, like, learned anything. Yeah. Okay. Well, maybe we don't have time for 2 goes each. Yeah, we do. We got a lot. No, let's do 1 go. How about this? How about we only do handrails? No, let's do climbing wall. There's handrails. It's taking their time. You don't want to. Is it taking a lot of time? How about handrails? Look down there.
I don't know, man. I'm in Ben's right now, so we'll see.
Hey, Chris, will this affect my NSC ranking?
Well, it looks like some of the athletes are getting ready to play around a little bit on the climbing structures while we are waiting.
It's also just a personality component, and since you talked to me last night, it's just your NSC ranking is crumbling.
It has like a yellow marker.
Wait, does BOC affect ranking?
Yes.
Okay, all stages?
And while we wait for the award ceremony, folks, just want to say a big thank you to all of our sponsors here, making this possible. Not able to do this without the support of these sponsors. So thank you so much, everybody. Almost time, folks. Looks like they're finally getting the podiums set. As we're getting to go to see what these final results will be.
go first.
All right, guys, we're gonna do the awards for the females. Come on over. All right, for the females, in 5th place, we have Emily Keener. Other side, other side, other side, other side.
In 4th place, we have Taylor.
I'm gonna do it from now. Okay. In 3rd place, we have Violet.
How is it any different than mine?
Where's Violet? Where's Violet? Right by Emily, yep. No, right by Emily.
And 1 second. And in 2nd place, we have Porter. Sheesh. Hey, yo. And in 1st place, we have Addie Herman. Do the thing. Porter, come on. Give it up for your female podium. How'd I do? Great, thank you.
I couldn't have done any better myself.
I'm aware. You tried.
All right, maybe go disperse your pictures or your prizes. Stay close and we'll get more pictures with the males here in a minute. Addie, you good, sweetie? You need help?
Now for the male competitors. In 5th place, we got Hans Hertz.
Good job.
You don't get a check. In 4th place, we have Jackson Erdas. In 3rd place, we have Matt Bradley.
That's a good one. That's fine too. That's a good way to give it to him.
2nd place, we have Noah Munier. Did I say it right?
Good job. Do I set this down or you want it all? Okay. And here's your pixie stick. And there's my card. There you go.
And in 1st place for the males, we have Josiah Papel. Again.
Will you tie your shoe?
Homie's like, I'm a vegetarian. Great job to all of our male competitors.
Ladies, just kind of come stand by him so we can get a group picture, okay? We
want
don't
us to
need
get
to
rid of,
worry
like,
about
our
all your
Yeah.
stuff.
And then they can do that. All right. You can just set it somewhere. And then we can do the Noah's the only polite one.
Facts. Josiah's like, no room.
Get up there, Porter.
Noah doesn't bite.
Get up, bud.
Yeah.
Get up there, Porter. Go to this side. Yeah.
Oh, shit.
Oh, God.
Pick some good podium blocks.
There you go.
Do I do Grand Champ now? Yeah, that's a bad idea.
All right, stay
So group something for Ryan and Chris. All right. All right, everybody. Lastly, every year we do a grand champion. And for the last 2 years, we've done a male and a female grand champion. So this year, our female grand champ is Violet. I have to mail myself. I feel like Colton's coach for the notebook. Great job, Violet. And just 1 second. Just got a lot of stuff.
Do you want a hand? Yeah.
There they go. Careful around Justine. She's a grabber.
Stay close by, Violet. With your trophy, okay?
Now for the males. This year, our male grand champion, Noah. This is the second time you're grand champ, right?
I think so.
I mean, beautiful stuff. Donated.
Or did he win?
No,
Great
advanced
stuff.
one. No one.
Gotcha.
This is Noah's second time being the grand champ.
Okay, Violet, I'm just
Maybe
gonna
take a
zip
cap.
up knowing there's Violet up there with you.
Let someone else win.
Yeah. When you're the Northeast.
Wait, is that an actual bucket of chalk?
Some good blocks.
Great job, guys!
Who's that for? And we can do it not on the live stream. Not on the live stream. Okay, what do I do with the notebook?
Now I think it's time to do your raffles. Why don't you guys go in the center?
Oh, on the center.
Okay. So over the weekend, we did multiple raffles. Not for a zipline tour. We're giving away a stronghold ribbon hold, a stronghold bucket hold, as well as the bucket of chalk experience for gyms. You got all of them?
I think so.
All right. First,
Oh, yeah.
that makes sense.
You want it here?
That works. Start with a ribbon. All right, we're gonna start with drawing for the ribbon holds. Our winner for the ribbon is
Mark Wilson. Mark.
Mark.
Huh?
I think he won that last year. Did Mark win that last year?
Here he comes.
Do you want to redonate
He wants it. He wants the ribbon.
I would like to have it. What, would you like to have it? Would you like to have it? No, I want you to have it if you want it. You sure? I'm going to give it to you if you want it. Come on. No? All right. Thank you.
Yeah.
Appreciate it. Yeah. Thanks,
You're the man,
boys.
Mark.
Appreciate it. Thank you.
All right. Now I'm gonna hold the hold. Now for the bucket hold, our winner is
Allie Deal.
sick. Alice.
Oh, Alice Deal. Sorry.
Make sure. Lastly, for the bucket of chalk experience raffle, our winner is
Big Time.
Big Time Ninja. Sick. Chris Taganji, if you can hear me, come on out.
Chris, where are you?
There
No
he
way.
comes. Yeah. We're gonna get Chris in front of the camera for this one.
Chris.
Congratulations, Chris. You get to see more of us.
Thank you. If you're at Big Time Ninja, you better be ready because they're coming to Big Time and you're going to train with Kaden and Max and Taylor and Little Max and they're going to put you through a workout. So you better be ready.
Thank you, Chris. See you soon, Big Time. That does it for the raffles. Thank you so much for everyone who entered. We raised a ton of money and we couldn't do it. Over $10,000. We couldn't do it without you guys. We'd also like to thank all the sponsors. We couldn't all do that without you guys. Me and Kaden went way over budget this year, and you guys made all of this possible, as well as all the prize money and planning the event. Thank you all, you guys. You good? That does it for Bucket 4.0. Thank you. Thank you.
Good job, Max. All right, everybody. Thank you guys so much for tuning in. That does it for Bucket 4.0. Awesome job from all the competitors. We saw 171 athletes start, and we saw 2 grand champions. Noah Muner, congratulations. Violet Capo, congratulations on being the grand champions. What an awesome weekend. That's going to do it for us. Thank you to all of our sponsors. Thank you to the Bucket crew. We raised over $10,000 for breast cancer resources at a local hospital. Thank you guys so much for tuning in. These events are not possible without the sponsors, without the support from the community, and without the audience of you guys tuning in to watch. These athletes appreciate it. These commentators appreciate it. Our camera people appreciate it. And everybody is so, so thankful for such a supportive community. So thank you guys so, so much.
And thanks, y'all. It's been a pleasure this weekend. Can't wait for the next one. I'm sure Bucket of Chalk 5.0 is going to be even crazier next time around. Y'all tune in. We got some more exciting stuff coming down the line. Appreciate y'all's support. I'm Ryan Stratus.
And I'm Chris Ganji, and the Bucket Cinematic Universe will continue hopefully next year. Thank you guys so much. Take care.
See you next time.